and then breaks himself down. That corner,
that is so smart. Yeah, he's going to be spinning, man.
Is completely turned around. He has no chance of flipping his hips and getting back out there. That is why when JJ catches this football, there isn't a defender within 5 yards.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
We are being welcomed back to the Minnesota Vikings film room, this time breaking down who other than Justin Jefferson. Let's find out what makes him wide receiver 1 in the NFL right here.
Nick from under center, play action, deep, Jefferson, there, touchdown!
The fact that you made a Nick Mullins touchdown look so easy.
JJ just absolutely burned
Kendall Vildor.
I mean, they had him one-on-one on the outside, and Vildor had no chance of covering that.
Now, there's absolutely a handful of things you can count on in this life, and that's death, taxes, and do not leave JJ one-on-one in space. He's going to beat anybody. Now, Justin Jefferson had a difficult year, right? First missed game of the season. We ended up missing him for 7 weeks, but he still was able to put up 1,000 yards receiving.
Which is ridiculous. Which, again, if you followed roll coverage, you would know. In 50 of 50 of my fantasy leagues, I took your wide receiver 2, Jordan Addison, because I believe Jordan Addison can be wide receiver 1. I think he can contend with Justin Jefferson. Obviously not rookie year. We saw those flashes. But it's definitely going to be a thing moving forwards. The best wide receiver core, especially once T. Higgins is gone from from Cincinnati. It's going to absolutely elevate this wide receiver core as top 5 for sure. If Jordan Addison truly becomes the wide receiver that I believe he will, you will have arguably the greatest wide receiver core of all time. I mean, come on. Justin Jefferson and a fully trained, fully developed Jordan Addison on top of whatever else you decide to add in the future. Good Lord, this team could be just ridiculous. So let's find out who Jordan Addison is going to learn from. Let's find out what makes Justin Jefferson tick and what helps keep pushing him forward.
Let us not forget the power of JJ and how important he is to this team. Now, what does he bring to the table? Let's just revisit some of the things that happened this year where JJ was a difference maker, all right? On this first play, again, opening day against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, you want to blitz? All right, well, if you want to blitz like they are in this case, well, you better get there. You better get there and put that quarterback on the ground because you're leaving JJ running around in the backfield -1 underneath defender. And we're going to see exactly what happens on this play as JJ's in the bottom on the slot. As those 5 defenders go rush the quarterback, you're going to see the free safety. He is not looking toward JJ. What is he looking to? He's looking to the 3 receiver side. So you have 3 receivers over here, 2 on the bottom. So he's looking to the strength of this offensive formation, not noticing that it's JJ on the weak side of this formation. He easily can bend that thing inside, and then there he goes, run after the catch. So if you're going to blitz, you better get there because JJ is going to tear you up in the back end of your defense.
I'm also going to give amazing praise to Kirk Cousins for sitting there in the pocket, letting the play develop and giving JJ the time. And not only that, but delivering a strike. So yes, JJ did a lot. Kirk Cousins helped set him up. It is a beautiful marriage between those two. And like I said, the idea of JJ and Addison together for years is going to be a problem for a lot of teams.
One of the things I love most about how they use JJ is the play action, and in this case, it's going to be play action against the blitz. Why? Because of Cousins' ability really to turn his back on a defense, and you're able to protect this because you're keeping both running backs and the tight end in, and what does that allow? That allows a lot of space. And watch this skinny post that Jefferson runs and how this ball is delivered right over the head of the linebacker, in stride, able to tack on yards.
Again, what a great dime. Justin Jefferson's putting himself in the position to make the catch. But if you have Nick Mullins back there delivering all these balls 100% of the time, Justin Jefferson is not the same person. Whoever Minnesota decides to use moving forwards will set the ceiling for Justin Jefferson. He needs somebody that can deliver it, like I said, accurately, on time, preferably with some juice behind it so he can catch it in stride.
Yards after catch, a beautiful answer to a blitz by the Vikings offense. So we've seen JJ against the blitz. How about some man-to-man? We saw a lot of this last year where you get the two-man, right? You're getting two high safeties, man-to-man on the outside, but watch what JJ is able to do with this, okay? He works his way inside, a nice little switch route, and as he gets up to the move section of his route, you're going to see the Tampa Bay thinks that they have him pretty much taken care of. You have this DB to handle anything on the inside, and then you have a safety over the top in case JJ breaks either way. But he's so fluid in and out of the breaks. Watch what happens to this underneath defender. Totally jumps on the outside. By the time he spins around, that ball's already in the air where the middle of the field is wide open. So it's so difficult to cover JJ with one guy, let alone two.
And you could see him getting mad on the field because he's like, man, if that ball was just a little bit ahead of me, I probably could have beaten these guys. Or, man, he just caught me. I could have gotten a touchdown on this. So that's one of the things that I love about him. He's always trying to do that home run strike. I know that's not the greatest in every situation, but you always want a guy that wants to get to that end zone. You want the desire, the bloodthirst for that, and that's something that he absolutely has.
All right, we saw teams try to bracket him with a too high safety type of look. Philadelphia.
That's how most teams are going to. They're going to add safeties, brackets, whatever they need to do. They're going to roll the coverage, ironically. But it just kind of depends, especially on the other ones. If you just have JJ, there's a way to handle that. If you have multiple like you have now with Jefferson and Addison, it's going to be a problem.
Eagles are playing more of a robber, right? Like rob the middle of the field type of a look, and JJ's still able to take advantage of it. Watch what happens here. He's in the slot. Watch the relationship with the nickel defender. As they go up the field, this nickel defender is on the inside of JJ. And then up top, you have a safety to handle anything that goes inside. But watch this move that JJ puts on this nickel defender. He's inside short.
So the first thing I'm going to try and take a guess at this. He's already a step ahead of him. So if he steps like he's going to fake a left and does a tiny little hezzy, you could probably pull that safety there and then go to the right of the field, or you do the opposite. You fake to the right to force the defender to try and take a step in, and then you cut out and just pull all that momentum away from him.
Shoulder, right? Taking away anything from the outside to the corner. JJ with the speed turn, able to create space, has to actually come back for the football.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That ball is closer to like the 2-yard line, like that little hash right there on the side. That's a touchdown. Not even close. Sometimes the quarterback is having to catch up to the wide receiver, and we see that in this situation, in my opinion.
And then he tries to make the touchdown. So no matter how you try to double JJ, he still finds a way to get himself open. All right, another example of that exact same kind of look, but played just a little bit differently. Again, JJ down here at the slot. Watch as he works himself up the field. Now, in this case, however, you'll see that.
Okay, so it looks like the safety's more centered. They've got a guy top right up at the 30. To be honest, you put the fucking stop on it. I'm sorry. You put the stop on it right there because that defender's going to take a second. If that ball's already out, you can get it over that defender, hit him right in the middle of the field. But let's see what JJ actually does.
This relationship of the nickel defender, he's on top. He's not trailing him. You also have this safety up on top to help work the inside. So they're actually taking away this route or any of the out routes that JJ can run. That's okay, though, because watch what happens here. JJ has the ability on this break to work his way inside, and that free safety cannot get there. So
I was absolutely expecting him to get there. I was expecting him to close that gap and break up that pass. So even better by JJ to just have that little bit of space he needed to secure that catch.
It's almost impossible to defend him with two guys, one high and one low, because he can go either way, in, out, or continue up the field. It's just too good of a route runner for two guys to cover most of the time. Another technique they use to help JJ get him.
By the way, as I've said from the beginning, shout out to the Minnesota Vikings. This set is sick. One day I would love to see it, be inside of it. You all spend a fortune on it because it looks Primo.
Self open is motion. And what does motion do? When you watch this corner at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see exactly how his distance and timing gets affected by this motion. As JJ comes across, you'll see him on the bottom widening. And as JJ's working his way up the field, he knows that he has this corner beat right here. Why? Again, look at his hips. He's already open. He's already bailing. Now, JJ, being the professional that he is, sells this vertical route and then breaks himself down. That corner,
that is so smart. Yeah, he's going to be spinning, man.
Is completely turned around. He has no chance of flipping his hips and getting back out there. That is why when JJ catches this football, there isn't a defender within 5 yards. Another very, very smart play by our offense.
Yeah, that's crazy. What a decision.
Technique, let's call it, the hard count, especially when you're within 30, 40 yards of the end zone. In this case, you're going to see it right up front. Watch this nose tackle. He jumps off sides. What does that mean?
Free play.
That means Cousins has a free play. And what does JJ know? Might as well, if we got a free play, might as well shoot to the moon. Let's go deep. Let's go one-on-one on the outside. We all know where this one's going. Cousins getting the top of his drop. JJ's just pressing that corner. Good coverage. He's kind of in his face, but look at that catch right over the back shoulder.
Again, of my Panthers, RIP, my Panthers 2023 season, Bryce Young, the whole nine. We got crushed. Crushed, man.
His ability to follow the football, make a catch. It's not a 50-50 ball. It's almost an 80-20 with JJ out there. All right, attack in the middle of the field with JJ. I love when we do this and when the timing is just right. Explosive things can happen. Watch on this play, JJ up at the top in the slot. But watch the way Cousins works this route, okay? When Cousins gets to the top of the drop, he's looking toward the near side of the field. What does that mean? That means that this one defender, this linebacker, is working his way to Cousins' vision. Where should he be going? He should be going toward the middle of the field where the football is going to go. So a great job of looking off by Cousins. And then JJ with the route, again, in the middle of the field. And when you hit him in stride, safety.
What did I say? You got to hit him in stride. Put the ball just in front of him. Just in front of him.
Misses. This corner at the bottom has absolutely no chance, and you get yourself a big play. So hitting JJ in the middle, even though it's a short pass, can result in big gains. Another requirement of a great wide receiver is to be on the same page as your quarterback, and I think this is a perfect example of that. As you're going to see, JJ's up on top. This play is going to develop, but what you're going to see is once they get pressure on the quarterback and he starts to scramble, JJ sees that, but he is sprinting immediately to the back pylon. And he knows the quarterback gets open, the quarterback starts to scramble, he's just going to throw that thing to the pylon, and that's exactly what happens here. So by JJ being on the same page with the quarterback, throwing a 50-50 ball, the ball skills, again, his ability to come back. You don't need to put it right
That's Nick Mullins, man.
on him. You just got to get it close, and JJ can make those adjustments to come up with a big touchdown after the play is broken down. Now, to be a great receiver in the NFL, you got to have courage, and you got to have a lot of it. And I don't know.
You also have to have a signature dance, which the Gritty is up there for him. Mr. Gritty himself, Justin Jefferson.
If there's another play that exemplifies it, then this one right here. As you can see, against the Detroit Lions, you see JJ working up the field, and when this ball is thrown, you've got 4 Lions defenders. Where is JJ going to come down with this thing? Watch what he's able to do. Again, get his eyes back, find the football, catch it at its highest point, knowing that one of these 4 guys is probably going to light him up. In this case, it's Kirby Joseph. Watch this hit. Boom.
Good God.
Joseph getting up, thinking he made a big hit. No, you're getting a flag, and you're getting knocked out. What a great play by JJ.
Now he's laying down because he hit him too hard. God damn.
Now, another invaluable asset to a wide receiver is situational awareness. And I remember, it was a while ago, Chase Claypool, Pittsburgh Steelers, in our own house. Remember what happened there?
No timeouts. Ben goes right. He knows
If you don't remember this, shame on you.
right away what he wants. What he wants here on this 4th down to get 1 yard.
Pass caught by Claypool, first down, clock running.
And it may come up and clock it now. If they can't get the ball to the official, he's trying to scramble to get it set.
Now keep that play in the back of your mind as we look at a 3rd and 27 with 1:26 left to go in the fourth quarter against the Detroit Lions. Vikings are in hurry-up mode. Again, JJ in the slot. This turns out to be just an absolutely unbelievable catch. You've got all those defenders deep. There's the first down marker. 4 Lion defenders again around JJ. Hey, this ball is on a wish and a prayer. JJ goes up. 2 defenders, makes the play, but watch what he does next. JJ's not stopping and celebrating and saying, hey, it was a first down. It's a big play. Look at me, look at me. No, he's over here getting the football to the official because he knows they have to line up again and snap the football and get down the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys remember. I cannot remember who they were playing, but the Cowboys lost a game that way. They didn't give the ball to the official or some kind of discombobulation, and they ended up losing. So since then, players have been very cognizant, very prepared for the moment. And as soon as they get into situations like this, you see them immediately get the ball to the ref to try and mitigate that. Everyone wants to leave that as a Cowboys blunder. Nobody wants it to change to be their team. So Jjettas did the right thing in this.
His situational awareness makes him the best receiver in the NFL. And finally, from the what in God's name are you thinking file, we're going to take a look at these Detroit Lions right here and what's going on.
Man, this whole video has been like, let's torch the Lions.
Going on? Well, they've got 10 men in the box, which, okay, yeah, they want to stop the run. But what does that mean? That means
it's 1-on-1 with Justin frickin' Jefferson.
you got Justin Jefferson here in the bottom of your screen, 1-on-1. This you cannot do. You can't leave
Gone.
JJ 1-on-1 with any corner in the league without a deep middle safety, because that's going to happen to you. JJ is that good.
He truly is. And you want to know who's really good? The Minnesota Vikings Film Room, the Minnesota Vikings YouTube channel, and everybody involved in that. Shout out to them. Jjettas truly is wide receiver 1. For me right now, I don't think there's a better receiver in the game. I don't think that Jamar Chase is 2. I think he's 3. I don't think Tyreek Hill is even 2. If you want to find out who wide receiver 2 is, make sure to ask me down there in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and like the video as well. I appreciate y'all rolling with us. My name is Nick. This has been Roll Coverage. Peace.